seem to remember you fucking it up regardless, so.
Yeah. But now I'm not going to do no intro or nothing. We'll save that for next time. All right, we're on. Oh, God. Welcome to Rat Salad Review. What? What were you saying?
Go on.
What? Welcome to Rat Salad Review. We are back. It's a new week. And we still got the same two people from last week. Welcome back, Pete. Peters.
Thank you.
And,
nice.
Yeah, good. And,
for the second week in a row.
Second week in a row. And welcome back, Uncle Saxon.
Ah!
Holy shit, he's fired. So how's everybody doing? How was everybody's week?
Yeah, pretty good.
Same old shit?
Yeah.
Not bad. Snowed today, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you guys are going to get a big blizzard coming, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah, you're gonna be in deep shit over there again, I guess, right?
I ain't picking up trash tomorrow, I know that.
What's that?
I said I ain't picking up trash tomorrow, I know that.
Lucky you.
Yeah, seriously.
Greg's gonna still have to go to work, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to walk because they'll have the bus canceled in the morning.
The bus never cancels, Greg. You're lying like a mother.
No, they can't. I mean, they cancel it fairly. Not really like cancel the whole route, but certain time points they'll skip if they're running real behind because of the weather and certain locations.
So they know you're there every freaking day. They're not going to cancel that. That's a guaranteed, $2.25.
Nope, because that half of the route is a lightly more traveled part of the route than the one that goes to the Mall of America. So
we're bringing out our baseball bats, going to MTC.
Okay. I'm down with that.
And how's your public transportation, Pete?
Okay? No, I don't stand anymore, and I gave up on it. I'm tired of that.
Oh, really?
I started driving in every so often. I said, fuck, man, I can't take it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
How's the traffic driving in now, though?
Look, try me, you don't have traffic, but somebody fell? No. No, but the, yeah, I mean, you know how it is. I mean, the city sucks. You know? Yeah. But traffic it's manageable. Look, it's better than being cramped in a train car full of fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to take a break from that.
Yeah, I think you're better off.
Yeah. I mean,
what do you do, Pete?
In between two evils, so.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's all right if you like saxophones.
What'd you say, Pete?
No, I don't know. I just heard something about saxophones.
Yeah, I said New York's all right if you like saxophones.
Yeah. Or
what does that mean?
What?
What does that even mean?
The saxophone
song. What the hell's wrong with you?
What? You know what? The thing keeps cutting out. You don't hear that? It's not cutting out on you? Yeah.
Blame it on me.
It's John's fault.
It's toward John's fault.
It must be the glasses. I think the glasses are screwing up the whole show.
Scaring the crap.
Go into nerd views version.
You're scaring all the kids. All right. So anyway, I got some news this week. Not much news going on, as usual. There's nothing really too big. But AC/DC, their longtime engineer, confirms band has been in the studio doing something. Apparently, they're almost done with the new album. And it looks like everybody's back in the band with Brian Johnson and Phil Rudd, Angus Young and Steve Young.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome news until WAR walks in and destroys it all.
What the hell is
Just with his
WAR?
ugly face. W. Axl Rose.
Oh, he ain't coming there. Why would he go there?
Who knows, man?
Think he's jealous now?
I think he's got a bit of Trump narcissism where he needs to be in the forefront because his band sucks now, and that is the way it is.
He's always been like that, though. If he got a bug up his ass about something and he really wanted to do it, he would just show up like that.
Yeah, he would too.
Yeah,
You know, it would be 3
regardless
hours after, but
yeah, regardless of if they wanted them there or not. And then he'd get all pissy, act like somebody did him this great injustice because they wouldn't give in to him standing there bullying them.
I don't know. I think you're talking about the old Axl Rose. The new Axl Rose has changed.
It's changed now.
Yeah.
the new Axl Rose needs all the money for his plastic surgery, so he's gonna do whatever it takes.
Hey, unfortunately, there's a big difference between wearing nice clothes and being a genuinely nice person, and I don't think Axl understands that. But that is a nice jacket he's wearing in his new publicity shot.
Oh, he's got a new publicity shot? I didn't see it.
I don't know.
You just made something up. This show is about truth and facts.
And I was agreeing with it too. I was like, yeah, that's a nice jacket he was wearing.
No, I've seen recent pictures of him wearing nicer clothes. You know, that whole he's changed thing. He's still a piece of shit. He's just wearing a suit now.
He's just Courtney Love 20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If Slash can forgive him, I guess he might be all right now. I don't know.
No.
Why, you think Slash is just as bad?
No, I think Slash, likes the dollars as much as anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And he does have respect for his fans. And he does want to go out and entertain the fans, even if it happens to be with, Satan himself.
Yeah. That's pretty much what Duff McKagan said, too.
Really?
Yeah, Izzy's the only one that absolutely refuses.
Yeah.
Because he's got integrity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He totally does. He doesn't need the money in it. Even if he did, I don't think he'd do it. And he's always been cool enough where he won't say exactly what happened and bitch about it, but
he was going to come back to the reunion, but something happened. I don't know if it was like a money issue or what, but
it might have been probably money, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Let's tell a mini Saxon story here. Greg, first time he arrived at my house for Metal Up, what was that, 2009? 10, 11, I don't even remember. He had a Guns N' Roses patch on his jacket. First thing I did is turned him around, ripped it off, and threw it across the room. That's a true story, and I think I made an impact on the young man.
Yep, yeah.
He hasn't been the same since.
No, we actually hung it from my wall, just all shredded and shit.
Yeah.
Like a skull, so some kind of token of fucking victory.
Skulls of my enemies.
Right.
And there will be more Uncle Saxon stories to come, right, John?
Got it, brother. I think you'll like tonight's episode. You just tell me when to interject it.
You can do whatever you want to do with this episode. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to do it this episode, but I just want this stuff to flow.
Like I said, I throw shit at the wall and whatever sticks. That's how the show runs.
All right, cool. I think we'll get over the Queensryche thing first, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. David Hasselhoff to record a couple of heavy metal songs for his next studio album.
I'd buy it. Why not? Have you heard his other stuff, though?
I have. It's kind of catchy.
Yeah, he has some pretty decent stuff, man.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah,
He's a huge fan of Maiden, too. He's a big fan of all these bands. I didn't expect that from him. But
yeah, he's actually working with Al Jorgensen, and he's going to...
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He's revealed that he teamed up with DJ Swamp to remix Hasselhoff's cover of Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline.
Wow.
And I wish I can put this up, but there's a picture of Hasselhoff and Al Jorgensen together. I can't get it over.
I liked Jorgensen's quote about it, though. He was...
Oh, yeah, right here. It was the most surreal project I've ever been involved with. I didn't even have to take acid, and I felt like I was tripping balls. David Hasselhoff has a new album coming out, some originals and some covers, and for whatever reason, and this is part of that still perplexes me that I haven't met David Hasselhoff yet. He decided I would be that perfect person to mix this. So it's like I'm game. I'll take the challenge. This could be cool. And sure enough, man, as soon as I heard it, I felt like I was on some of Timothy Leary's best MDMA I've ever been on.
All right.
Did Timothy Leary actually have anything to do with MDMA?
I have no idea.
No, it was
he was the LSD guy. Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, the Hoff. Do some research, brother.
What? Not you're not a fan of the Hoff?
Oh, I love the Hoff. I think you would fit in perfectly with Revolting Cox.
I'm gonna definitely check that out though. I'm very interested to see what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better have a song on there called Knight Rider, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't by now. It's very shocking.
Or at least the cover of Knight Rider.
Yeah,
Right.
Up that high, though?
No, yeah, Knight Rider by Queensryche, exactly.
Right.
I can't.
Speaking of Queensryche, I was just going for an early segue there, but whatever.
No, one more story left. Blue Oyster Cult. This is very cool news that I saw this the other day. To release first new studio album in nearly 2 decades.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
it's fine. Glad they're finally going to do it because for the longest time they weren't even planning on it.
Yeah, they've been touring forever, ever since. They didn't even really stop touring, did they?
No, well, like Eric said, even though they did Heaven Forbid and then Bad Channels and those two were in the 90s. Curse of the Hidden Mirror was like 2001, but
What's Bad Channels?
So that was your last album, Greg?
Is a soundtrack to a sci-fi.
Oh
movie
yeah. Yep.
A couple BOC songs on there, but Buck did the score to it too.
So that orange covered one that I just got, that was their last real studio album?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which one was that last? What was it called?
I like it a lot, to be honest.
Heaven Forbid, right? You said?
No, Curse of the Hidden Mirror.
Oh, Curse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, the one on the desert cover or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
My neighbor died a couple weeks ago, and he had it in his estate sale, so I just nabbed it for 50 cents, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Not one of my favorites, but it's still a good album.
Yeah.
Well, coming from fresh ears,
Yeah. I think if a lot of people went back and listened to it now, they would be maybe feel a little bit better about it because, back then Bach wasn't really like who cared about Bach back then, and who really cares about them now, honestly. But it's cool, and I do. I like them, but
I think people were a little too hard on it, though. I mean, it wasn't really all that different from what they were doing on Heaven Forbid.
No.
And there's one or two annoying songs on it, but the rest of it's really good. I don't get the hate for that album.
I just think a lot of people are missing Bill Bouchard. I think that's what
that would be Al.
Al Bouchard. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Well, the band they have going together with Dennis from the Alice Cooper group, Blue Goop's really good.
Yeah, that's not bad. A friend of mine, he's like really hooked on them. He keeps trying to sell me on them. I like them. They're okay.
Yeah. I like what they're doing, so I'm excited to see what Buck and Eric are going to turn out, especially since they've had this touring band for a while now, and they're really tight when they play together, so.
Yeah.
I actually heard Eric Bloom just changed his name. He's got a new nickname called Fitty.
Fitty.
Yeah, so it's a Buck Fitty.
Don't we already have a Fitty?
I love Fitty.
You don't need a Fitty.
I should start calling the drummer Tree, and then they could be Tree Fitty.
Tree Fitty.
The album be Tales from the Lock.
Let's see.
All right, different levels.
Do I have audio now? If anybody's still watching. Apparently I don't have audio and Pete don't have audio.
I got your audio.
Yeah, I can hear both of you.
It's the live feed that sometimes messes up. I'm just going to turn these all on. All right, whatever. All right, so You want to tell us a little story, Uncle Saxon?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you a story. This is actually Dragon's favorite story, and he's heard what I've let him hear. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, 1987, one of my dads comes back into my life, a dude that I haven't seen since I was 2, so I didn't know the guy at all. And he just happened to get transferred to Minneapolis. He was a Radio Shack regional manager, and the regional manager for this whatever was Minneapolis. So he shows up, calls my mom. My mom calls me, and she's like, "Yeah, Dean's in town. He wants to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm 18 years old. I'm all about me, So we meet up. And he's got my little brother and 2 little sisters with him, and he's preying on my, my feelings and emotions. After the meeting, which was at a bowling alley, Elsie's bowling alley, he says, "So, you want to go to a concert with me?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever. I don't care, whatever." Ended up being Eric Clapton.
Wow.
I'm out here with hair out to here, leather studs, the big one of these on the back of my jacket, Anarchy, I was not somebody you'd want to bring home to mama when I was 18 years old. Unless your mama was.
Are you now?
Ouch! But really not. Still, let's be real. So we go see Eric Clapton, and we're like in the first deck. We had really pretty good, sight lines, and Robert Cray opened, and didn't do anything for me. Robert Cray comes back on with Clapton and Phil Collins on drums. I'm going, I know that Phil Collins guy, I had a little bit of classic rock knowledge when I was 18, not a lot. So the show goes on. My dad and my stepmom, they're just grooving the whole time. Everybody else is, dancing like butterflies, because they're all on LSD because it's Clapton show. Right? This is 1987. That's when that stuff was still pretty decent. Anyways, Clapton comes out and for the encore, and the first note, everybody mad rushes the stage at the Civic Center in St. Paul, Minneapolis. 19,000 people trying to get on that stage just because he's playing cocaine. The place went from absolutely mellow Woodstock, love you vibes to this, and it got really crazy, man. People wearing patchouli and sundresses, and it was. I went, whoa, what's happening here? This kind of energy I can get into, man. So after the show, we're in my dad's minivan, rolling in the minivan, and he says, "So, son, what did you think of the show?" I said, I kind of got it, man. That was kind of cool. You really did me a service by taking 18-year-old metalhead punk Johnny to see, one of your people's bands. I said, but now you got to go see one of my bands. He goes, set me up. All right. Next week is the Plasmatics, Impaler, and Vile. Let's go. So the next week we went down to the infamous First Avenue. I brought him up to the upper deck to watch Vile. I didn't know how to ease him into this thing. I didn't know anything about the man.
Yeah.
Other than the few things my mom told me, he loved to trip acid when I was 1 year old, and she would lead him into a wall just to be funny, that kind of thing. So we're up in the upper deck at First Ave. First Avenue isn't a big place. It's your typical club. It's got some space, but not a hell of a lot of space. It's not like a theater or anything. So Vile comes out, and Gilligan, who was the lead singer, he was just going off. He was going off, and then he starts throwing what we had to perceive were used tampons into the audience. Obviously, they're covered in ketchup, but it was for shock value. You're on the ticket with Impaler and the Plasmatics. You got to do something to make people remember. So I'm looking at my dad, going, hey, what do you think of this? Use tampons. That's okay, son. All right. So we go downstairs when Impaler comes on. Impaler, back in the day, used to bring a girl out on a slab, all tied up, and Bill Lindsay would rip the entrails out of her and start eating the entrails, as the band's, is lighting themselves on fire, and the whole light show, and then the skulls would come out. It was, it was pretty shocking. The PMRC, Tipper Gore, hated Impaler, so it's a good thing to have. And I look at my dad, I'm like, yeah, so what do you think of this band? Yeah, I kind of dig it, son. Oh, man, this ain't going the way I thought at all.
Did he have his earplugs in the whole time?
No, we didn't really know what earplugs were in '87. Well, he didn't. I didn't. I still don't. So the Plasmatics come on. I'm going, okay, this is the thing that's going to blow his mind. Yeah. I'm in the pit, and I'm just moshing. I'm moshing heavier than I've ever moshed in my life just to get some reaction out of this. I guess he would have been 38. This 38-year-old man, show me some love for my metal community, my punk rock attitude, and I'm in the pit and I look around. Where the hell is he? And he was like a 6'3" string bean, right?
Right.
Let's just say there's a reason for that. I look around. He's at the front of the stage, banging. I'm like, no way! My old man's at the front of the stage, banging. Wendy Williams puts her foot on the monitor, reaches down. She's singing to my dad. What song it was doesn't matter. My dad went, wah, wah. My all-time hero. The end of Uncle Saxon's True Story Part 1.
That's funny.
It's cool.
Very cool. At least you got to do something like that with your father. My father, if I told him to go to a concert with me, he would not do it.
No, wouldn't happen.
Never. I was lucky he came to, when I had a band, he came to one of my shows, and that was like one of my last shows I ever did, and I was in the band for 13, 15 years. He never came to my stuff.
Were you guys just not that good and he knew it, or?
Probably. No, he just don't like my music. He hates it.
It's not.
What's that?
Most parents wouldn't anyway, so.
No, not at all.
Oh, that's a story though, because I mean, your dad went along. That was cool. That was nice.
What's that?
I'm saying John's dad. That was cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't hear that. You don't hear that much from parents.
I mean, he grabbed Wendy O. Williams' tits. That's the best thing.
Yeah, come on.
He became a saint that day, whether he knew it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hopefully one thing I get to do with my kid one day is take him to a good concert. Hopefully he don't listen to shitty music. We'll see.
You mean you didn't enjoy the Wiggles?
And we didn't go see the Wiggles. We are going to see. We're going to see Peppa Pig though. I think in like July.
You should check out Cuckoo Kangaroo if they get into your neighborhood. That's actually a talented band.
Yeah. What is it?
Cuckoo Kangaroo.
Cuckoo Kangaroo. Never heard of it.
Yeah, look up some of their YouTube stuff, man. The cool part is they've actually got a kids show, which is dance along stuff, and then later at night they do an adult show, which gets pretty raunchy. So that's kind of unique,
That's interesting. I'll check it out.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Well, you want to go to tonight's topic? Man, this show's going way too fast.
Sure. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, I had something I was going to mention after Queensryche.
Why?
Why
after?
I could do it before.
I
just went back and I've been listening to the less liked Maidens lately. A lot of it's better.
I got a booger in my nose. My wife said I got a booger in my nose. So I guess... Did I get it?
Boogers and some.
Is it gone now?
Can you give me some orange juice, bro?
Yeah, it's gone.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Sorry. I interrupted you, Dragon.
So
That's correct.
the
Great
good stuff.
That's JB.
Hey,
Right.
what's up, JB?
Tell him to get on Skype. We'll have a fifth guest on here.
I got my headphones on. No, just some orange juice.
You got a servant in there?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
I said servant. I didn't say anything. I didn't mean that in a bad way. A butler. I should have said butler.
Can we go to commercial?
Technical difficulties. We'll be seeing you Saturday, Noggle, by the way. Dragon.
Cool. Excellent. Yeah, I got all weekend off, so.
All right, continue.
All right, maybe you should tell the boys what we're doing.
What are you doing?
We're going to go see Repo Man, the best punk movie ever on the big screen.
Never heard of it. I heard of the wrestler, but I
5
never...
millimeter.
You've never seen Repo Man with Emilio Estevez, the greatest actor of the three
With the what?
Stanton?
Your connection really went bad. What did you say?
I said the greatest actor of the 20th century.
Who was that?
Emilio Estevez.
Joe Estevez.
Huh?
No, I'm not going to see that one.
It's not here.
Dude, it's a great movie. The Circle Jerks are in it. Dean Stanton plays a great role. It's
Have you ever seen Repo Man, Pete?
it's kind of like a surreal comedy.
Circle Jerks. I always check that out.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are lame. But you should
You
definitely watch it.
yeah.
We didn't live the life you lived.
Wow, you
True.
guys.
We're very boring.
Is that true? Where do you guys
Just-
live? Wayne, I don't even know where you live, man.
You sent me CDs like 1,000 times. You don't remember? New York. Long
You're
Island.
one of 1,000, man.
Yeah, I know. Long Island.
Jersey? Long Island. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now.
Yeah.
And Pete's your neighbor?
Oh no, I'm in Queens. Well, I'm about an hour and a half away.
No, hour
Okay.
and a half. It's an hour.
That gives me some perspective.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, he's more boring than I am, though. See, he's only got like a weird picture on his wall.
Yeah, but he's got a cute wife. Just
Yeah.
bring her in every now and then. You'll make the show a lot more entertaining.
Oh, I brought props on a few times.
You did. You're on the intro with your pillow buddy. Oh, he fell again. All right, finish your story.
The lighter maiden stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, so I went back and I would just I went through No Prayer for the Dying, Fear the Dark, X Factor, Virtual 11. Well, I listened to Brave New World and Dance of Death as well, but I love Brave New World. That's a great album from them.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
but
I think
Those
Pete's falling asleep.
you
That's
know,
me.
a couple of those records, I mean, they're really mediocre for me. They'd still be great if they were by anybody else.
Hey, I like X Factor. I still think that's one of the best Maiden albums.
I like it too. I mean, I don't think it's one of the best, but I like it. I like
Yeah, it's good.
it. Yeah.
Good. Little samey. I don't think it's one of the best, but I do like it.
I like it because it's very
The
dark.
worst one of the whole group was, without a doubt, No Prayer for the Dying.
Oh, I disagree.
I like No Prayer for the Dying. I like that one.
Anything after No Prayer for the Dying is unlistenable to my ears. I mean, up to today.
Even
Yeah.
Fear of the Dark, you didn't like it that either?
Okay, Fear of the Dark.
Yeah.
After that,
Well,
that's
everything sucked.
I mean, really, the only one I really super strongly endorse after the original run is Brave New World. I think that one's right up there with like Piece of Mind. That's a really good record.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Wicker Man, Ghost of the Navigator, the title track's a good one. Fallen Angels, a really good song.
The whole album's good. And that's like the best produced Maiden album ever.
Yeah, there is one song on it I don't like. I really don't care that much for Nomad. It's a little too long.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. That's weird. It's got a weird vibe to it. I like that one.
It's Nomad like 150 times in the song. Yeah.
What's that? What'd you say?
Nomad like 150 times in the song.
Well, that's they started doing that.
He really wanted you to know that guy was walking through some desert sand.
He got his.
Speaking of two long, proggy songs.
Yeah. Out of the Silent
Queensryche,
Planet, by contrast, though, is great. And that one's like 9 minutes long, too.
Yeah,
that one's okay. That's my least favorite off that album.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I think Fallen Angel and Ghost of the Navigator are probably the best two songs.
Ghost of the Navigator is awesome.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, that is a good song. I'll give it to you. You got it.
Yeah. But then, there's songs on No Prayer as well, though. Like, Public Enema #1, Run Silent, Run Deep. But there is some shit on that record, man. Like Fate's Warning, The Assassin. I really don't care.
The Assassin.
That song sucks.
No.
Then it grew on me. I didn't like it at first, but then it grew on me. That was.
And Tail Gunner's good for what it is. It's a
Tail Gunner's a great song.
Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter.
That I didn't like at all. Still don't like it. Yeah.
I liked that when I first heard it. Now I'm not crazy about it.
I'm not crazy about it, but I do like Maiden's version. I like the B-sides to that record better than the actual record.
Yeah. What was on the B-side? I can't remember.
It's all covers. Communication Breakdown.
Oh, I hate that cover. That cover sucks. I hate when they do covers.
They do Kill Me Saswire by Golden Earring.
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
I love their cover of that. That was great.
All right, Wayne, if you did like an Iron Maiden cover, what would it be?
Cover?
That they've actually done, though.
They did a Thin Lizzy cover, right?
Yeah, they did Massacre with.
Yes, yeah, that was a good one, and that's probably it.
No.
Oh no! What? Is Reach Out a cover? Reach Out's not a cover, right?
I don't remember what.
Well, Reach Out is actually from Adrian Smith and Nico McBride in the Somewhere in Time era.
Yeah.
Had a separate side project band called The Entire Population of Hackney, which was basically Adrian, Nico, and then a couple guys that would end up being in the Adrian Smith project. And Reach Out, Juanita, Sheriff of Huddersfield, and what the hell's the other song? That Girl. Those all started off as Entire Population of Hackney songs.
Oh, okay.
But all that stuff started off life as stuff that him and Nico were writing together for the Somewhere in Time album that they thought didn't really fit what Maiden was trying to do with the record, but they still wanted to get it out there.
Oh, wow.
And then they did a Jethro Tull song too, didn't they?
Well, Cross-Eyed Mary's from Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
Which is their best B-side ever.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
So that one and the Massacre Thin Lizzy cover is good. What? What is that?
I don't know.
He's got a sound maker over there, and he's trying to play it off like he doesn't.
Hold on, I've only got one thing to say about that.
What's that? What is that thing?
It's a Monty Python foot.
Oh. Oh my God. And that, ladies and gentlemen, you will see more of every week on Rat Salad Review.
Yes.
Until I get fired.
Yeah, until you get fired, which is very soon. Watch us on YouTube and watch us on
We had a good
Facebook.
run.
Yeah, 2 weeks, not bad. And you can hear us on Spotify. Where else are we on?
Longer than most of my girlfriends.
So we're just gonna skip the Queensryche record then?
Yeah, we're over. Show's over.
Uh,
Queensryche. The verdict.
Would have had my vote.
Yeah.
This is actually the box set.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Got some deluxe 2 CD edition, limited to 9,000 copies. So if you didn't get one, you ain't getting one, because there's only 9,000.
what?
For the
what
new album?
Yeah. Comes with a magnet.
Ah.
What, Greg?
No, I was asking what came with it.
I'm showing you.
Yeah,
You give me a minute. I got a lot of stuff here to show. Just give me a second.
Well, then do it and shut the fuck up.
All right, just show the thing in the box, please.
Mine too. You know.
I
You
might
know what?
last another week. I don't know about Noggle.
I'm not showing what's in this box now. You ruined the whole shit.
Oh, the magnet.
I'll start over. There's a magnet in the box.
Okay.
See, it has the magnetic strip on the back of it. So
All right.
there is a there's what I thought was a pin, but it's actually a bottle opener.
Oh shit.
So
Ah,
that's pretty cool.
Slick. All right.
A patch. Nice little patch. Which
ah.
I was talking to people about that at work the other day. We were talking about denim jackets, and I was saying how big they actually came back now with the metal crowd, and they kind of didn't believe me about it, but everybody's wearing their patches and denim jackets now to the concerts again, which is kind of cool. And I'm thinking of making another one myself, but I don't know.
I've got a work shirt that I put all my battle gear on,
Oh yeah,
which I think is pretty unique, man.
yeah.
They call me the working man. I guess that's what I am.
Oh yeah.
The album, and then
Fly by Night? No, the Rush.
Yeah, Rush.
Oh,
Rush.
the album. Oh, I thought I was being asked a question there.
no, I'm showing what's in the box.
That's the second CD. Yeah. All right.
This is a bonus CD.
Bonus CD. All right.
Bonus CD. It comes with bonus songs. 9 bonus songs. Actually, the last 4 are live recordings that were on the first EP that they did. Not the one with Jeff Tate, but the second EP that they did with Todd Latour.
All right. That's cool.
And it's got some 2018 studio recordings and some studio rarities. So it's a cool little box.
Well, I hope
actually
it's
bought-
better than the actual album. That's my 2 cents there.
I didn't get to listen to the second CD yet, so I can't comment. And then I bought another one. Name actually autographed, and then when I got it, I guess it got bent in the mail. So it was a digipack, so the freaking plastic thing that holds the CD in there was all cracked and everything. So that pissed me off. And then I bought that thing. Yeah. So, what's everybody's thoughts on the album? And apparently, Uncle Saxon does not like this album.
Not a fan. Not except for one song, the Propaganda, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. But who starts out an album like that?
Why?
They ain't Pink Floyd, man.
Yeah, the first song is awful.
I thought so too, but then it kind of grew on me. That's actually their first video, is for that song.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a misstep.
Yeah.
What, Pete?
I wasn't hot on the first song either. I mean, I liked it. After the chorus, I started getting more into it. But yeah, I wouldn't have started off with that song.
Yeah.
Either.
It doesn't sound like Queensryche. It's actually on every Queensryche album, I think always usually the first song isn't really that great. There's a couple albums that have really good first openers, but this kind of follows the pattern of them not really having great openers for their albums. But I don't know. It's grown on me. The more and more I listen to it, I like it. And then when I saw the video the other day, it kind of clicked with me a little bit more.
I'll check out the video.
Yeah. What'd you say, Pete?
The screen falls. I hear what you said, but
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, we'll just.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you secretly later on.
Yeah, tell me later.
I'll text it to you.
It was a good album. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Any favorite songs off it that you came across?
I listened to it twice. I don't have them in front of me. If I did, there was a couple I really liked. Like more, I like the entire album, but there was a couple of songs that I really did like.
Yeah.
Just can't
Like
remember
what?
Titles. Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to take fucking notes down.
Ah.
That's the whole fucking point of this goddamn thing.
Propaganda Fashion, I thought was a cool song.
Yeah, I know. We went through that already.
All right, well,
he couldn't hear that, though, because your screen was frozen, so he didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know?
All right, no, the screen froze. I don't know what you said.
Use the Freen Scrolls excuse. That's my job.
Okay.
What about you, Greg?
I went into it with very low expectations, and I ended up really liking most of the record. It reminds me a little bit of Rage for Order era Queensryche, and Todd sounds with him. Certainly, he sounds more like Jeff Tate than Jeff Tate does at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll give him that. But Rockenfeld's not in the band anymore, right?
No,
and that was.
I think that makes a difference. I really do.
That was one thing that really confused me at first because, and actually after reading the interviews with Todd, I understand why he played the drums the way he did, and he mostly plays it like Rockenfeld would, but I was getting confused because there's certain parts on the record where it's clearly him playing it, but I didn't know Scott was out of the band. I was like, what the hell? Did they get somebody to mimic him or something?
Yeah, he left. He basically left because his wife had a baby, him and his wife, and then I guess he never really got back in contact with them or something. That's what they say, which is kind of weird because wouldn't
like
you?
That?
What's that?
It was something easy like that? It wasn't no animosity or nothing?
No. He just went on, I guess, maternity leave, and then he never really talked to the band. Apparently, they never talked to him either. I hope they said, congratulations at least. Jesus. It's kind of weird. They've been together for how many years?
There's got to be something behind that because you don't just dismiss one of the greatest rock drummers / hard rock drummers to ever grace vinyl, man, because Rockefeld really is truly one of the best rock drummers ever.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, definitely has a unique sound in his drumming, and you can definitely tell when he's not on the album.
I'm not even a Queensryche fan, and I'll admit that.
Yeah. No, the only one that ended up being able to get in touch with him, or I guess the only one he would talk to, was Michael Wilton, and Michael said it was a really short conversation, and all he really said was he gave him the green light to record the drums with Todd and put the album out.
Yeah, there's got to be something else behind the story. They just don't want to say. They probably don't want to bring up more drama because they went through enough with Jeff Tate as it was,
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring them more.
They want drama level to be lower than Tate's level.
Well, despite the new baby, I believe I read something about him and his wife were getting a divorce. So I'm thinking everything might not be kosher in his personal life, which sucks. And I hope he can get it sorted out and get back to the band.
Oh.
Well, now they got Casey Grillo from Camelot playing drums. And he's pretty good. He's very similar to Scott, I believe, like in his playing.
I was curious about too. I was wondering because I didn't know, because when I did a quick search, I didn't know that Todd actually played. I noticed drums in parentheses next to him, but I was like, wow, he plays the drums on the album.
Yeah.
I was wondering why it was him. They couldn't. Was there a reason why he took drum duties rather than find someone else to do the drum duties?
Yeah,
money.
It's because
he gets double money, man.
Yeah.
He gets double money.
It was more because they wanted the album to sound a certain way, and he played the electronic drums on the demo tracks before they had talked to Scott, and they didn't know if he was coming back or not. Oh. So they were tracking the demos, he tried to play it like he thought Scott would play it. And the band really liked it, and they had a long talk about it, and ultimately they decided that's how they wanted to go forward because they felt it wouldn't sound as much like a Queensryche album if they used the guy from Camelot. I can't remember.
Casey Grillo.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I'm glad you did some research, Greg.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
I was really curious about it because I really liked this record. The second song, "Man of the Machine," or Man. I really think that's a classic.
That sounds like That sounds like a Queensryche song.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's very few
on my record.
That was a what?
That was the 9th track on my record.
Really?
Did I record it backwards?
Probably. What was your first song?
Portrait.
No, that's not. I don't know why you didn't like the first song.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No,
the first song is "Blood of the Levant."
Levant,
whatever.
Ah, hell. Well, that ain't cool, man.
No, you got
no
to
wonder I hated the first song.
Yeah. that is a weird song to start off with. It's like a ballad.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, now I get it. We can't see it. No, we can't see the song.
It's the title. The titles weren't coming up.
All right, well.
Where'd you get that from?
Got it from you, brother.
From me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I sent you the same thing, Pete, didn't I?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's all in order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine came out fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. That's weird.
Yeah, Uncle Saxon's just not used to technology. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, Uncle Saxon's just a moron. Now I got to listen to this shit backwards just to have a real opinion. Well, my real opinion is, to be honest,
you still heard all the songs, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if it was a concept album, I'd be like standing on top of my head right now.
Yeah, that would be a little weird. It's not a concept album though, so it's all right.
All right, 1 through 10. What'd you guys give this album?
I give it an 8 because it's got that old Queensryche sound. I think it fits in between like maybe The Warning and Empire. It's kind of got like both of those sounds in there, and it's good. It's got some cool new stuff that they really haven't done on older albums, but then it also has stuff that they do on the older stuff. So it's a good mixture of everything that they've done over the years. So I think 8 is that's good for them. The songs, I don't know if the songs are like going to be as memorable as like their older stuff is. I don't know if this is really going to hold up later, like a couple years down the line, as the other stuff does. But for now, I'm going to say it's good. It's an 8 for me, if we're going to rank it.
Cool. Pete.
I was thinking 8.5 actually. I did like this album, and it did have that mix of. I did get the feeling of some old, a little more excitement since the last album too. It just sounded a little more, I can't really explain it. It's just a little more energy. It's a good album. I really enjoyed it. It's old and new and just evolved. Mm-hmm. I hope they continue this route. Maybe a tinge more classic Queensryche. I'd be totally happy if they added a little bit more of old Queensryche.
Yeah.
Otherwise, very good. 8.5 for me, man. I love this album.
Very good. What about you, Dragon?
I'd go a 7.
7.
Because I did really like it, but I wish it was a little bit more in the vein of classic Queensryche, because there were the couple of songs that I don't like. I really don't like. I think they're pretty bad. So,
what song don't you like? What's one of the ones that you don't like? Do you know off the top of your head?
Blood of the Levant.
You don't like that song?
Horrible.
Why is it so bad though? I don't think it's that bad. I thought when I first heard it, it was like, because it sounds a little off. Just some of the verses don't sound right. But that's at first.
The verses sound weird. The timing and all that great. I don't like the vocal melodies in it. I don't like the way the guitars sound. It's not put together well at all.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I first listened to it, but it grew on me.
Yeah, that's what happened with me too. I didn't like it at first, but
He felt it.
Actually, since I talked about Maiden earlier, it's one of the opening songs I dislike as strongly as Invaders from Number of the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand that song.
I think everybody hates that song.
I don't know.
I love that song.
Yeah. Oh, of course he loves it.
Yeah.
I can't see you guys at all. Can you see me?
Yeah, that's good enough. We don't have to see him. No, now you're sideways.
It's not a bad thing. Oh, it's... God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are off my map here.
Yeah, well, I mean...
What's that? I can't see that. What is that?
That's what turned me into. I like the song after the lies, feeding lies. I love when he does that the second time around. That just instantly killed me.
Yeah.
Over
Anybody ever tell you have the voice of Fergie and Jesus?
Michael Kiske. Yeah, we are the. Yeah, I like this one, man. I like it.
Sing that again. Yeah, it was.
I will. Feeding lies, blood of the rebels.
What the hell's going on over there, Sax?
I think I'm on, man. Am I on?
You're on.
Yeah.
You're just on to the side.
Oh, I need to go like this?
Yeah, you gotta go sideways. There you go.
All right. Well, now I'm just gonna hold it. I'm not gonna prop it up against.
You're gonna have to get a. We're
We're almost done anyway.
Yeah. All right. What are you gonna? What? Oh, you gave it 7. All right. What did you give the album, Saxon?
I'll abstain, man. I'll abstain since I've heard it backwards.
Oh.
Hey, that's
now I have to listen to it, correctly.
Listen to it again.
I just figured out what I did with my iTunes. I hit the date added.
I was gonna say, I bet you did something like that because that's what that does.
Yeah, well.
Oh, damn.
Uncle Sax is more concerned about, social justice and, immigration. And but I will get this YouTube thing figured out.
Yeah, we all will. We've been doing this show since October, November, and I still haven't figured out how to broadcast it correctly without any fuck-ups. One day, maybe next year.
Perhaps.
There's a song in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm writing it right now. All right. Well, I guess that's it. I would say, for me, go buy the Queensryche album. Is that kind of like a unanimous thing here?
Yeah, I'd say definitely pick it up.
What the hell's he doing?
What am I doing?
I don't know.
That was just a segue, prelude to the end.
Yeah. There's the Queensryche album, The Verdict, which actually they had a when they were doing the pre-orders and stuff, they had this really cool shirt, and I wish they would have used that shirt's cover, not the image on the shirt for this album cover, because this album cover is kind of The other one looked a lot better. It was like a skeleton kind of thing with kind of the same, but it was a lot better looking. But they didn't do it. But so whatever. So that's it. Go buy the Queensryche album. Check out our other shows. We are on YouTube. Stuff runs on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/RatSaladReview. We are also on Twitter at rat_review. We are on as a podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and something else. I don't remember what else. And we also have a website, which you can see on the bottom, is ratsaladreview.com. Everything is on there. After the show is over, I upload everything, and you can watch everything and listen to everything and go back and check out everything. And also on our website, we have the links to all the previous shows and all the guests and everything that we've done so far. So
And through your donations, God willing, we'll be able to remain on PBS because Shining Time Station is whipping our ass in the ratings right now.
Please don't be afraid to donate.
And we're gonna be bringing back album versus album, man.
We are actually, yeah. I want to talk to you guys about that. We'll talk about it afterwards, but I think we're gonna have some extra content because I don't want to make this. I don't want to make the show like 3 hours long. So I think we're gonna do some other stuff on the side. So this way we have some more content on YouTube. You can watch some shorter videos and stuff like that. So. Because I know sometimes the hour-long video a little hard for some people to watch, but whatever.
I'm on it, man. It should be easy on the eyes.
Yeah, real easy. Turn the lights off. It'll be easier.
No, man. He is cool. He is the breeze.
He is the breeze.
All right. Any final words for Buddy? All right, don't all speak at once.
Somebody get me a doctor.
Somebody give me a shot.
And that's all I got to say. You got anything, Pete?
No, that's it.
No? All right, good.
See you, Pete.
See you guys next week. Oh, and next week we will have the Nightmare Stage. We're going to have one of the keyboardists from the Nightmare Stage. So come back next week, and we'll see you then.
Oh, good. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite part of the album, the keyboards.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, nice haunting melodies in there. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And this is when the curtain closes.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Budapest.
See ya.